the last Friday of October 2022. Wherever you are watching us from, welcome. This is Kirk in the morning. Even as we take a look at what is happening in the country, the state of the nation will be our discussion in the first hour. But when we get into the second hour, we will be having matters to do with entertainment. That means we'll be having a lot of music and lots of music coming from our live band that we'll be hosting later on in the program. But wherever you are watching us from, you are right on time. This is Kirk in the morning. Welcome aboard. Remember, we'll be streaming live on Facebook and YouTube at Kirk TV Kenya. You can also be part of our discussion and part of this program. Even as we continue, you'll send in your feedback. I'll be sampling them back as we continue with this particular discussion. But as we always do, first things first, we take a look at what is on the traffic so that we get back and get into our morning discussion this morning. But first of all, this is what is in the traffic. All right, and now taking a review of what is in the traffic this morning and just looking at different major roads linking into the central business district. I just want to begin with one of the major roads, that is Mombasa Road. And according to my map, Mombasa Road this morning looks so much good. There is no much traffic as expected. Traffic moving in swiftly despite some snarl-ups at different points. But the superhighway, the expressway as well, looking so much good this morning. If at all you're using this particular road, then you're on safer grounds to get where you are going this morning. Looking at Langata Road, which links as well to Mombasa Road, looks so much good, but at the junction connecting Bagadi Way and Langata Road doesn't look so much good. There is a lot of traffic there according to my map as you descend down all the way to Langata Road to Lusaka Road, and then exceeding all the way to Bunyala Road doesn't look so much good from Langata Road. And looking at Ngong Road, which is yet another major road that links into the central business district, that is Ngong Road, doesn't look so much good. Of course, this morning there is a lot of movement. I can see, or rather you can see from the map right there, where Ngong Road doesn't look so much good. Right from the start of it, there is a little bit of traffic congestion as vehicles moving slowly as they descend to the central business district, and right past the junction linking Ngong Road, Bagadi Way, and descending to Upper Hill doesn't look so much good. So if you can be able to avoid that route, then it will be of your great importance this morning. And just looking at yet another major road, I just cross over to look at Jogoo Road, which is one of the busy roads that links the central business district from different places of the city. Doesn't look so much good, especially when you're past Makadara. Looks so much congested, a little bit of a traffic there. But according to my map, the traffic is moving in slowly and swiftly. But if you can be able to avoid that particular road, then you will have done yourself a big favor. But traffic is moving on Jogoo Road, but on a slow pace, but moving swiftly. Looking at Thika Road, as usual, the culprit of traffic doesn't look so much good at this hour, especially right from drive-in. My map tells me that there is a lot of traffic all the way through Survey, Utalii College, all the way through to Muthaiga, passing Muthaiga to Pangani. Doesn't look any good. So much traffic as vehicles scramble to get into the central business district, especially the junction, or rather the link between Kiambu Road and Thika Superhighway right at Muthaiga doesn't look so much good. So if you're using Thika Superhighway right from Survey, rather from drive-in, doesn't look so much good. So if you can be able to divert just before drive-in, divert to the Allsops Outer Ring Road, then you'll be safer to get to the central business district better. Driving from drive-in all the way to Pangani doesn't look so much good at this hour. That is just 16 minutes past 8 in the morning. Thika Superhighway right from drive-in doesn't look so much good. And that is what is happening on the traffic and on our roads this morning. Up next, we're taking a look at news at this hour. Good morning. All right, and just looking at news at this hour this morning, that is what is expected to happen in the course of the day. But let's begin at this point where President William Ruto has warned his cabinet against complacency and sleeping on the job. Speaking after the swearing in of the 22 cabinet secretaries, the Attorney General and the Secretary to the Cabinet, the President urged his team to work hard with full focus on delivering on the Kenya Kwanza plan, or else they will have it tough with him.
Who knows what is right and doesn't do it, it is counted to him or her as sin. Good people, I have told you what is right. We have agreed what is right. So if you don't do it, you will not only miss heaven, but you will have a problem with me.
Tough statement there coming from President William Ruto on just immediately after his cabinet was sworn into action. And then moving on, at the same time, President Ruto has called upon the CS to be a brother's keeper in ensuring they all deliver on their mandate. In a bid to harness synergy among his ministries, the President urged the CSs to share notes and always ensure none is left behind. Take a listen.
I made the appointment. You've done the swearing, and I have heard you carefully. I was listening very carefully, and you said that you are going to serve the people of Kenya, and you have been appointed to the cabinet of Kenya. That equally means that though we have dockets that have been assigned to each one of you, I didn't hear anybody say they swear to be a cabinet secretary for a ministry. You say it will be a cabinet secretary of Kenya. That means that you should be as concerned in what happens in the next ministry as you are in your own ministry. And that underpins the principle of collective responsibility. I do not expect any one of you to say things are not going right in the next ministry. It is your business. If things are not going right in the next ministry, it is your business to look for your colleague, sit them down, and things must go right in your ministry and in the next ministry.
And now on the yet another big story, President William Ruto congratulated outgoing head of public service Joseph Kenya for his diligent service and leadership in government. Speaking during the swearing-in ceremony of cabinet secretaries in State House on Thursday, President Ruto hailed Kenya for ensuring a seamless transition of administration from President Uhuru Kenyatta's government. On his part, Kenya expressed gratitude for the opportunity to serve as Kenya's top civil servant. Kenya has held the position since Mwai Kibaki was president, and he had also served in Moi's administration.
It has been a profound honor and a humbling journey. I'm immensely grateful that I was accorded the rare opportunity to serve Kenya and to serve the great men chosen by the people of Kenya to be the president of this country and lead it. With your kind permission, sir, permit me now to invite my successor, Mr. Kosgei, to progress the day's program. Asante sana.
Mr. Joseph Kinyua has made this transition seamless. And I want to congratulate Joseph. He has worked with me to make sure that Kenya gives an example of what a transition looks like. There was an election in Kenya. There was no coup. And because there was an election, it was a baton to be handed over from one team to another. And I want to thank Joseph Kinyua for making sure that there was a seamless working together between the cabinet that was there and the new cabinet. And I also want to congratulate the old cabinet because they worked with me to facilitate whatever it was that we needed to do, and they have done so up to today.
And that is such a great way for Joseph Kinyua to bow out as the head of public service, having served as the top civil servant for 42 years, serving in former late President Moi's administration as well, moving on to President Mwai Kibaki's administration and later serving in President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration, as well as the start of President William Ruto's administration. Of course, that is an excellent performance of a public servant, and wish him all the best even as he bows out of the public service. And now moving on to yet another news at this hour, that is the governor of Meru County, Kawira Mwangaza, faces a tough task to tenure after a motion of impeachment was presented to the county assembly. In the motion filed by one Salesio Thuranira through the Assembly Clerk Jacob Kirari, implicates Kawira of gross misconduct with issues ranging from abuse of office to mismanagement. Kawira seems to have fallen out with the members of County Assembly and now faces a rough ride in her early days in office.
To the Governor. Governor-elect, kindly lift the Bible with your right hand. I invite your spouse to place his left hand on the Constitution of Kenya.
I, Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, do swear that I shall always, truly, and diligently serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of the Governor of Meru County, that I shall diligently discharge my duties and perform my functions in the said office, and that I will do justice to all in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Kenya without fear, favor, affection, or ill will. So help me God.
All right, and that story of Kawira Mwangaza, who is the Meru governor impeachment motion, takes us to a very short commercial break. But when I return back, we'll be taking a look at the state of the nation as well as taking a review of what is written in the newspapers this morning. Tough statements coming out from President William Ruto in his first address to the cabinet, to his cabinet upon swearing in. But what does that mean for the government? We'll be waiting to understand much better in a short while. But don't go far away. When I return back, that is what I'll be dwelling in majorly. Good morning.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a church organization and would like to air your end of year and New Year services? Are you thinking of reaching a wider audience and showcasing your Christmas cantatas and concerts? Have you thought about showcasing your Sunday school services to the entire country? Then, Kirk TV is offering you the end year advert bonanza. We will cover and broadcast all the above events at up to 50% off our normal rates starting this October till January 2023. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Send an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza. Accidents happen with no warning and little time to prepare you for the related costs. An accident insurance cover will protect you from the financial burden that comes when you are indisposable. At Kirk Insurance Agency, we will guide you to an accident cover that will suit your needs and your pockets. Call us now on 0700-161-262 or 0780-203-203. Email us kirkinsurance@pcea.or.ke. Kirk Insurance, a step into comfort and peace.
PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited, a cooperative society under the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, brings you Baraka Gardens. Located 2.5 kilometers from Ardhi Shopping Center, 15 minutes from Thika Superhighway, are the 40/80 serviced plots. It is a fast developing area strategically located at a central place for easy access to the capital city and Thika town. Nearby social amenities include a police station and primary school, water and electricity. The plots sell at 560,000 Kenyan shillings for PCA Housing Society members, 600,000 shillings for non-members. The prices are inclusive of the title deed fee. For more information, call 0708 145 222, 0708 145 222. Hurry and grab your plot now. Pay a deposit of 200,000 Kenyan shillings and the balance in 3 months. Baraka Gardens by PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited.
Good journalism is bold, in-depth, unique, captivates, reflects, and impacts. To quench your thirst for exceptional stories that are about you, from you, and for you, Kirk TV presents itself as the hub of feature stories. Ranging from health and environment,
either there is extreme drought or extreme floods, and these will affect people.
Religion and politics.
And the man looked at the boy, looked at the mother, and told the boy, going forward, don't wet the bed again.
There come a time when the nation is more important than an individual.
Education and socio-economic issues.
Nasaidika kwa sababu nikishona moja mbili nauza, napata kitu ya kulisha watoto.
I have met with other tribes which I have never met before.
To other stories that touch on your day-to-day life.
Ja ndio iko mingi zaidi. Tafadhali mnasaidia maji ya nyazi.
Tinga amekanyanga kila kitu.
Hatujawahi kuona mabadiliko yote kuhusiana na serikali ya kujengea sisi.
Kwanza kitu naweza omba tu nishikiliwe tu pande ya masomo tu ya watoto.
Kirk TV, the hub of feature stories.
Alright, welcome back to Kirk in the Morning. In case you're joining us, remember we are streaming live on Facebook at Kirk TV Kenya and YouTube at Kirk TV Kenya. You can be part of this particular program and also send in your feedback wherever you are watching us from. I'll be reading them as we continue with this program. But right about now, I want us to take a look at what is in the newspapers this morning, even as we take a review of the state of the nation. Right, and just to begin with the Daily Nation, which talks about, which has a front picture there of President William Ruto on its top page, and talks about why Ruto read the Riot Act, and describes President Ruto's early morning with Kenya Kwanza Parliamentary Group meeting that was held yesterday on Thursday. He said that the previous holders of powerful positions in Parliament and the Cabinet abused them for selfish gains, while he warns that he will not tolerate indiscipline. An in-depth of that story on pages 4, 5, and 6, where President William Ruto, cast out a warning to members of his Kenya Kwanza coalition in regards to the leadership of the Parliament, and noting that the parliamentary committee's leadership was conducted yesterday, and majorly the majority side, that is the Kenya Kwanza, taking majority of the leadership seats, and President Ruto there in his first parliamentary group meeting, saying that he will not tolerate indiscipline in regards to the members of members of Parliament who will be in powerful position, abusing them for selfish gains. That is a story there on pages 4, 5, and 6 of the Daily Nation. And below that talks about fresh from State House, the present new leaders in Parliament, highlighting there the powerful Budgets and Appropriations Committee will be chaired by Ndindi Nyoro, the Kiaro Member of Parliament. Housing, Urban Planning and Public Works will be chaired by Joanna Ngeno, who is a Member of Parliament for Emurua Dikir, while Julius Meli will chair the Education Committee, who is the Member of Parliament for Tinderet constituency. Dr. Robert Pukose, a Member of Parliament and Endebess, will now be chairing the Parliamentary Health Committee. Kuria Kimani, Member of Parliament of Molo, will be chairing the Finance and National Planning, while Gabriel Tongoyo, who is the Narok West Member of Parliament, will be chairing the Internal Affairs and Administration, while George Kariuki, Member of Parliament for Ndia, will be now the leader of the Transport and Infrastructure Committee. Belgut, Member of Parliament Nelson Koech, will chair the Powerful Defence, Intelligence and Foreign Relations Committee, while Vincent Musyoka, who is the Member of Parliament for Mwala constituency, will be chairing the Energy Committee. That is the new leadership there, majorly dominated by the Kenya Kwanza coalition in regards to the present first parliamentary group meeting that happened yesterday. Another bottom of the Daily Nation, yet another major story right there, and talks about the current review of the CBC, that is the new curriculum of education CBC. It talks about what is wrong with CBC and gives out there where you should submit your views in respective regions as per the committee and the team of experts that was nominated by President Ruto to review the competency-based curriculum, starting its nationwide collection of submissions from early next week, Tuesday, beginning with Kwale County, Taita Taveta, Marsabit, Nyandarua, Turkana, Kericho, Busia, Migori, Mandera, and Samburu. And on the sides of the Daily Nation newspaper, there talks about the iconic Hilton Hotel will now be shut down before Christmas. Quite a sad story there, where the landmark hotel that has been part of the Nairobi hospitality industry for more than 50 years now will be winding up its operation in less than 2 months, as officials of that particular hotel now say confidently. 1969 is when the Hilton Hotel began its operations in the city, opened by President Jomo Kenyatta in December 7th. And the Daily Nation also talks about end of an era. Joseph Kinyua, who oversaw Uhuru Ruto transition, bows out after stellar civil service job. Accolades for career civil servant who served 4 presidents and who became the face of government transition. That story is on page 4, and in depth of the performance of Joseph Kinyua bowing out as the top country's civil servant after serving for almost 42 years in the government of Kenya. And now he leaves that position for Felix Koskei, who will now be the head of public service. And on page 4 of the Daily Nation, doesn't put out something, something very different, but talks about President Ruto's tough statements to members of his cabinet, even as he oversaw their swearing in, says and tells them that failure is not an option in his government, as Ruto warns that he will expect maximum delivery from all cabinet secretaries, as well going on to to harmonize his cabinet and putting in a landmark blueprint that they will follow all, giving them a warning that they will be part of this particular cabinet even as they seek to move the government plan into the next level, as well as facing the difficulty in reviewing the country's economy, as well as putting together all the difficulties that the government has been forced to overcome in the past few days, including the rising prices of commodities, as well as the now ravaging drought and food shortage that is in the country. That is what the cabinet is expected to take on, even as they get to start their work immediately. And the Daily Nation, page 6, is an in-depth of what is from the parliament, and talks about the proposed Kenya Kwanza MPs to chair committees. All those with a long list there of names that have already been submitted, and most of them are now leaders of the powerful parliamentary committee. That is the Daily Nation, which talks about the present agenda, even as he laid out his blueprint while speaking to members of his cabinet after they were sworn in yesterday. That is the story by the Daily Nation. And back of the Daily Nation talks about how and plans how the task that was the committee that was tasked by President William Ruto to be able to review the CBC will be education review team to hold meetings in counties. They will respectively visit each and every county to ensure that they take the statements from people, the public opinion on what CBC means to them, as well as putting in everything together to ensure that they come out with the best recommendation as per the directive of President William Ruto. As well as back page talks about activist petitions MCAs to impeach Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza. Constitutional activist has now petitioned Meru County Assembly to impeach Governor Kawira Mwangaza for alleged gross misconduct and abuse of office. Saleso Thuranira, who is now the petitioner, saying that Kawira Mwangaza has contravened the county's Revenue Board Act, which requires that appointments of members of the board be subjected to competition and approval by the county assembly, which she did not do that, as well as also accusation of humiliating members of county assembly in recent utterances, and that is part of a wider petition that seeks to impeach the now new Meru governor. That is what the Daily Nation talks about in regards to the education sector, as well as the state of the nation. The Standard newspaper doesn't have so much different, but talks about Ruto to raid your pocket for savings. A big story there written by the Standard newspaper on page 4, which talks about the government plans to slash up to 6% of employees' pay as part of its push for increased NSSF savings. It emerged at a Kenya Kwanza members of parliament meeting. That is a parliamentary group meeting that was conducted yesterday and led by President William Ruto at State House on Thursday morning, talking about a move likely to hit Kenyans grappling with the high cost of living. And in quote, the president said, "We cannot continue to borrow from the saving of others. We need to build our country with our own savings. Let us borrow from our own savings so that we can give interest to our own leaders." That is President William Ruto talking about the 6% of salary. The 6% of salary the government targets to shave for NSSF savings up from 200 shillings per month. That is quite a big story there by the Standard newspaper. Is written on page 4 on how the government expects to move in regards to that direction, as the cost of living has gone up, with many Kenyans still remaining, or rather reeling from effects of COVID-19, government has also rolled out backhaul measures that were put in place to cushion Kenyans. That is a Standard newspaper talking about the NSSF increment plan by the government to ensure that savings are up to a maximum so that the government can be able to borrow internally but from borrowing externally. Below that story is President William Ruto's warning shot to the new cabinet. The president has spelled out tough terms for members of his cabinet as he witnessed the swearing in of 22 CSS, the Attorney General and the Secretary to the cabinet. Talks about what President said in regards to that there is no room for failure in his cabinet, and each and every cabinet minister must perform to the maximum. Page 3 has a story there of how I lost my German husband and 100 million shilling estate to my niece. And in a picture there is a picture of Susan Nyambura, who is the complainant, saying that when she appeared before a court in last year, talks about how she recounted on how her niece took over marital bed and estate worth 100 million shillings. Age 75, Susan Nyambura says she entered into marriage with German tycoon Joseph Littman, now deceased under Kikuyu customary, and in some of the documents filed in court talks about how her niece took over and they took advantage of her generosity and to her gullibility and destroyed her marriage by having an affair with her husband. That is what she talks about in regards to that particular story. You can read that story in depth on page 3 of the Standard newspaper, which talks about that particular recount in Nakuru court. Page 767 of the Standard newspaper is "You must deliver to Kenyans," Ruto tells CSS as they are sworn into office at State House. A picture of all the 22 cabinet secretaries as well as the Attorney General and the cabinet and the secretary to the cabinet all sworn in yesterday on Thursday and now begin their work officially today on Friday. That is a story there by the Standard newspapers. And on page 9 of the newspaper talks about Senate seeks to scrap parking fees at hospitals and public offices. A new move by the government on to strike out parking fees from hospitals and public offices. That is what the Standard newspaper talks about, but there is quite a very high opening story there on page 10, which talks about the trouble Turkana Governor Jeremiah Lamorukai is facing. Is being accused of forging his degree and diploma certificates. Governor faces charges of a degree forgery claim. That story is written by the Standard newspaper on page 10, which talks about the troubles that the Turkana governor is facing. And apart from that, the Standard newspaper talks about the expected matches that will be played in the weekend on sports. That is, the English Premier League returns this weekend with a number of matches lined up on Saturday and Sunday as well, which picks different matches where Manchester United is top on the list as whether they will be able to bounce back into their winning ways on the English Premier League after narrowly securing a draw against Chelsea last weekend. The People Daily, let's take a look at what is in the People Daily just so quickly. President Ruto tells his cabinet secretaries on top page that you need to get down to work and get everything done. President Ruto warns his new cabinet as he puts out staff statements there. And CBC task force to release dates on collecting views from public, even as they seek to gather information in regards to the present directive on how competent is the CBC. House youths trailed, abducted, 2 visiting Asians and a driver. An in-depth of a story there that has been a talk of the country in regards to the arraignment of officers that were linked to the now defunct Special Service Unit of the DCI, of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, and it talks about a case of 2 Indians that were abducted in July this year and disappeared with their taxi driver, is what now has put the former officers of the now defunct SSU unit in trouble, even as they face case of abduction and disappearance of 2 Asians and a driver. That story is written by the People Daily on pages 3 on how sleuths trailed, abducted the 2 visiting Asians and their driver, who have not been seen up to date. And the in-depth of that story is on page 3. Page 4, in-depth is a story of, in an in-depth there, we touched on the exit of Joseph Kinyua from the public service. That story is written by the People Daily on pages 4. An in-depth 44-year career of public service is done. Tribalism claims in Parliament meeting. That is an highlight of a story by the People Daily in regards to the parliamentary group meeting that was conducted and led by President William Ruto yesterday at State House in regards to the organization of his Kenya Kwanza team, and tribalism claims emerged in that parliamentary meeting. That is a story by the People Daily. You need to grab a copy, and then you can be able to read and understand. Lamu Governor Timami takes over Mudavadi's post as ANC party leader. That is a story the People Daily is talking about, even as it concludes with the CS embark on journey to serve, even as they now get into office officially, majestically. Each and every one of the CSs walked into their offices as they begin their work immediately in aligning the agenda of the Kenya Kwanza government. And that is what is written in the newspapers this morning. Of course, you can be able to grab one of your copies and be able, to get an in-depth of those stories all there right this morning. That is what is in the newspapers this morning. All right, and after the newspaper review, of course, there is so much to talk about the state of the nation, but unfortunately, I'm told that due to unavoidable circumstances, my guest this morning, that is Kiprotich Ngetich, is a political analyst as well as a political commentator and part of the government, the ruling government, is not able to make it this morning due to unavoidable circumstances. So we'll not be having that particular discussion on the state of the nation. But all the same, we continue with our program, because up shortly will be our entertainment segment, or rather our entertainment session. We'll be having live music, live band. What do you need to know about my guests this morning? They will be coming up shortly. Don't go far away, because when we return back, we'll be getting into its entertainment mood. Wherever you are watching us from, be part of this conversation, be part of this program, even as we seek to make your Friday morning better than you started it. So stay where you are. We're taking a very short break, but when we return back, we'll be returning back with our entertainment session this morning. I have a number of guests in studio, or rather I have a number of guests who are already in our premises. We'll be doing matters to do the entertainment, music, all that in a short while. Don't go far away, just stay with us. In a short while, we'll be returning back with that. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube at Kirk TV Kenya. Send in your feedback, be part of this program, and in a few, we'll be back with entertainment.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a church organization and would like to air your end of year and New Year services? Are you thinking of reaching a wider audience and showcasing your Christmas cantatas and concerts? Have you thought about showcasing your Sunday school services to the entire country? Then, Kirk TV is offering you the end year advert bonanza. We will cover and broadcast all the above events at up to 50% off our normal rates, starting this October till January 2023. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Send an email bnkogie@kaktv.org or munyoroku@kaktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza. Accidents happen with no warning and little time to prepare you for the related costs. An accident insurance cover will protect you from the financial burden that comes when you are indisposable. At Kirk Insurance Agency, we will guide you to an accident cover that will suit your needs and your pockets. Call us now on 0700 161 262 or 0780 203 203. Email us kirkinsurance@pcea.or.ke. Kirk Insurance, a step into comfort and peace.
PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited, a cooperative society under the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, brings you Baraka Gardens. Located 2.5 kilometers from Ardhi Shopping Center, 15 minutes from Thika Superhighway at the 40/80 serviced plots. It is a fast developing area strategically located at a central place for easy access to the capital city and Thika town. Nearby social amenities include a police station and primary school, water and electricity. The plots sell at 560,000 Kenyan shillings for PCA Housing Society members, 600,000 shillings for non-members. The prices are inclusive of the title deed fee. For more information, call 0708 145 222, 0708 145 222. Hurry and grab your plot now. Pay a deposit of 200,000 Kenyan shillings and the balance in 3 months. Baraka Gardens by PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited.
Good journalism is bold, in-depth, unique, captivates, reflects, and impacts. To quench your thirst for exceptional stories that are about you, from you, and for you, Kirk TV presents itself as the hub of feature stories. Ranging from health and environment,
either there is extreme drought or extreme floods, and these will affect people.
Religion and politics.
And the man looked at the boy, looked at the mother, and told the boy, going forward, don't wet the bed again.
There come a time when the nation is more important than an individual.
Education and socio-economic issues.
Nasaidika kwa sababu nikishona moja mbili nauza, napata kitu ya kulisha watoto.
I have met with other tribes which I have never met before.
To other stories that touch on your day-to-day life.
Njaa ndio iko mingi zaidi. Tafadhali mnasaidia maji
ya nyazi.
Tingatinga amekanyanga kila kitu.
Hatujawahi kuona mabadiliko yote kuhusiana na serikali ya kujengea sisi.
Kwanza kitu naweza omba tu nishikiliwe tu pande ya masomo tu ya watoto.
Kirk TV, the hub of feature stories.
Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a church organization and would like to air your end of year and New Year services? Are you thinking of reaching a wider audience and showcasing your Christmas cantatas and concerts? Have you thought about showcasing your Sunday school services to the entire country? Then, Kirk TV is offering you the end year advert bonanza. We will cover and broadcast all the above events at up to 50% off our normal rates starting this October till January 2023. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Send an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV End Year New Year Advert Bonanza. Accidents happen with no warning and little time to prepare you for the related costs. An accident insurance cover will protect you from the financial burden that comes when you are indisposable. At Kirk Insurance Agency, we will guide you to an accident cover that will suit your needs and your pockets. Call us now on 0700 161 262 or 0780 203 203. Email us kirkinsurance@pcea.or.ke. Kirk Insurance, a step into comfort and peace.
PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited, a cooperative society under the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, brings you Baraka Gardens. Located 2.5 kilometers from Ardhi Shopping Center, 15 minutes from Thika Superhighway at the 40/80 serviced plots. It is a fast developing area strategically located at a central place for easy access to the capital city and Thika town. Nearby social amenities include a police station and primary school, water and electricity. The plots sell at 560,000 Kenyan shillings for PCA Housing Society members, 600,000 shillings for non-members. The prices are inclusive of the title deed fee. For more information, call 0708 145 222, 0708 145 222. Hurry and grab your plot now. Pay a deposit of 200,000 Kenyan shillings and the balance in 3 months. Baraka Gardens by PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited.
We welcome your feedback on our programming. For questions or comments, kindly get in touch with us via email info@kirktv.org, SMS 0111 220044 or call us on 0794 588 054. Christmas already here at Kirk TV. Are you a business looking to advertise your brand and products to potential customers? Are you looking to improve your sales as we end the year? Starting this October till January 31st, 2023, we are offering you, our customer, various discounts up to 50% off our advertising rates. Imagine paying half the price to reach customers countrywide. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales teams now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Contact us on email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV and your advert bonanza. It's Christmas already here at Kirk TV, the season of cheer and goodies. Are you a church organization and would like to air your end of year and New Year services? Are you thinking of reaching a wider audience and showcasing your Christmas cantatas and concerts? Have you thought about showcasing your Sunday school services to the entire country? Then, Kirk TV is offering you the end year advert bonanza. We will cover and broadcast all the above events at up to 50% off our normal rates starting this October till January 2023. Usiwachwe nyuma hii krisi. Call our sales team now on 0738 278 506 or 0739 971 607. Send an email bnkogie@kirktv.org or munyoroku@kirktv.org for more information. Hurry and book now. Pamoja tuvuke mwaka. It's the Kirk TV and your New Year advert bonanza. Accidents happen with no warning and little time to prepare you for the related costs. An accident insurance cover will protect you from the financial burden that comes when you are indisposable. At Kirk Insurance Agency, we will guide you to an accident cover that will suit your needs and your pockets. Call us now on 0700 161 262 or 0780 203 203. Email us kirkinsurance@pcea.or.ke. Kirk Insurance, a step into comfort and peace.
PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited, a cooperative society under the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, brings you Baraka Gardens. Located 2.5 kilometers from Ardhi Shopping Center, 15 minutes from Thika Superhighway at the 40/80 serviced plots. It is a fast developing area strategically located at a central place for easy access to the capital city and Thika town. Nearby social amenities include a police station and primary school, water and electricity. The plots sell at 560,000 Kenyan shillings for PCA Housing Society members, 600,000 shillings for non-members. The prices are inclusive of the title deed fee. For more information, call 0708 145 222, 0708 145 222. Hurry and grab your plot now. Pay a deposit of 200,000 Kenyan shillings and the balance in 3 months. Baraka Gardens by PCA Housing Cooperative Society Limited.